God asserts today that change is not detrimental, rather, it is advantageous. To achieve a distinct outcome, one must use an unconventional approach. Your actions about my previous statements are significantly more impactful than your anticipation of my actions or words. My kingdom is a participatory realm, not a mere observation gallery. Religion watches, whereas faith engages. Faith advances. Faith entails undertaking risks, thereby yielding rewards. What risks are you willing to undertake to advance toward and achieve your destiny? Disregard the superficial judgments of individuals and their unwarranted power. Upon achieving the designated targets and meeting the established criteria, they will then raise the standards and impose an entirely new set of expectations. The Father declares that you are positioned with Christ in celestial realms. With men, one can never ascertain their position, as egotistical individuals will invariably exploit your weaknesses and vulnerabilities. I will transform your weakness into strength, enabling you to rise beyond your vulnerabilities and achieve the fulfillment of my promises to you, even now. God declares that He has observed your sacrificial service before Him today. While some may disregard your efforts as insignificant, that is not the evaluation of the Father. The Father advises not to worry about the outcome or success. The result is mine, and the achievement is mine. Direct your focus and vigilance toward readiness and compliance. Your willingness and obedience will grant you the abundance of the land, for the Father affirms that goodness exists therein for you. Your life has appeared desolate and unfruitful, however I am the root that joyfully emerges from your arid soil. Therefore, fill your valley of despair with channels of expectation, for what I am going to bestow will exceed even your loftiest anticipations. Are you prepared? This is my present moment, hence, it is your present moment as well. In your now, you will exult, you will not yearn for a remote assurance. I will enable you today to experience the essence and substance of what others have chosen to disbelieve. Rejoice and be glad, proclaims the Father, for this sadness has transformed into joy even at this now. Today, God declares that He is transitioning you from burden to blessing. I urge you to do the great relinquishing. I request that you surrender that situation, someone, or problem to me today completely and definitively, and refrain from revisiting it thereafter. It is not your responsibility. Why would you strain your shoulders with the weight? My shoulders are big and my sinews robust. Transfer your burdens onto my back today, for I shall guide you to a new realm in my spirit. Disregard your concerns, relinquish your burdens, and enter the state of being carefree, for I am attending to your needs. The Father asserts, I am devoted to your well-being. It is my essence and my purpose. It is the period of yoke easy and burden light. I urge you, my son and daughter, to relinquish your burdens and permit me to support and alleviate your struggles with a continual and steadfast grace. This is my gift and the kindness that I offer to you today, my beloved. God proclaims today that I love you unconditionally and perpetually. My commitments exhibit no gradients or degrees of loyalty. I will accompany you now until you fully realize all of my promises, continuously. Can you consider all as a measure of my blessing? I do not operate my will through feeble percentages dictated by the stagnant influence of disbelief. I approach you today with comprehensive intent to effectuate thorough and complete work in your life. I am not overlooking or disregarding any boundary of your life. I perceive and comprehend, and I am laboring even in the most obscure depths of your soul, where you lack the fortitude to gaze or even to supplicate. I am present, declares the Father. I am present, administering the potency of the blood-stained hyssop of the cross on your behalf. The Father encourages you now. Elevate yourself. Be enraptured by my love and my vigilant oversight of your life, for I am actively engaged in healing and protecting you, and I will not permit any harm to befall you. God proclaims that there shall be a unified populace among you now. Do not permit individuals with narrow perspectives to reconstruct the dividing wall that I dismantled on the cross. I reiterate that from my understanding, the absence of differentiation between male and female, as well as the lack of segregation, sects, cliques, parties, or divisions among you. I detest the actions of those who label my people as cattle and regard them as mere commodities, quantifying them as expendable resources. I am leading my people to a state of freedom in this moment. My intentions today will not permit my people, nor you, to be exploited for profit. You are cherished, and anyone who harms or insults you will be held accountable by me, declares your Father. Awaken from the enchantment of religious fervor and restore the sovereignty of my throne, which resides within you, because I am here in you and operating through you to fulfill my purpose and extend my kindness in this new day, declares your Father. God instructs you to present your alabaster offering today, pouring it over my head and my feet on this day. Your Father urges you to offer your praise, worship, and gift. Will I not accept it? Will you not become the oil that causes my face to radiate at the right hand of my Father? Proceed to pour upon my feet, will they not be cleansed? As you have revered me as sovereign in the celestial domain, now offer your tribute at my feet on the terrestrial plane. My feet, the feet of my body, my sons, and my daughters are dirty, dried, and bleeding. Will you not wash my feet today? Since you have washed the feet of the least among you, you have done so unto me, declares the Father. Seize the opportunity you have envisioned and desired to wash my feet with your tears and dry them with your hair. Thus declares the nail-scarred one, go forth now and seek my feet on the earth, and as you wash those feet, I will accept your act of worship and draw you into a new realm of intimacy and fullness. It is my heart's desire and pleasure to grant a place to those who embody humility and service, allowing them to find their portion in my embrace even today. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks for my financial help. God proclaims today that I am cleansing you. The Father declares, I am the purification, you require no additional solution. I am the cleansing and rejuvenating resource you require. I exist as I exist, and I am enveloping you in my essence even today. I am united with you both in heart and spirit. Allow yourself to be carried by the currents of my compassion today and experience the purification of my grace. No further defilement, no more lamenting, unclean, unclean. You are now purified and liberated by the waters of the Word and the utterances I convey to you today. The Father permits you to be eternally transformed. I provide you the freedom to progress into the fullness of Christ, in whom I am situated in the heavenly realms within you, just as you are within me. Therefore, the Father encourages you to embrace the abundant streams of compassion currently cascading over you. Immerse yourself and be baptized in mercy, allowing a river of compassion to emanate from inside you towards those burdened by shame and sin, including those imprisoned by previous regrets and failures. Act as a vessel of compassion, extending to others the abundant and unrestricted love that I generously bestow upon you today. God proclaims today that you are favored in your departures and arrivals. Your actions elicit my presence and my favor. The angels designated to you organize their day based on the minutest alterations in your schedule and activities. My benediction for you transcends simply good wishes or superficial religious sentiments. My benediction for your life is to enable you to thrive and succeed in every event and situation. The Father proclaims, I am with you. I stand with you and support you. I am aligned with you in all matters, including decisions you make that may differ had you heeded my counsel. I endured the reproaches directed at you 2,000 years ago and continue to do so now, but I would prefer that you exhibit a willingness to listen. The Father states, I fully accept you. I embrace you unconditionally as my beloved, granting you all the rights associated with being my beloved. However, be aware that my approval is a separate consideration. Acceptance is unequivocal, however, approval must be merited. Embrace the burden of my acceptance and assimilate my principles, aligning yourself with my intentions and ideals. I am nurturing you to become a cherished son who embodies my character rather than one of immaturity or folly. Heed my voice that reverberates in the quietude between your thoughts. Remain tranquil and comprehend. In this understanding, embody my essence and not only relish my grace but also exhibit my attributes in all your interactions, even today. God asserts today that His grace in your life serves as a transformative impact in ways you have yet to contemplate. I take pleasure in expressing my affection through distinctive, unconventional, and rare methods. Anticipate my presence in your life today as I perform the remarkable concerning the commonplace matters that people mistakenly believe I disregard. The Father asserts that He maintains a continuous record of every hair on your head and every cell in your body. I designate your organs and limbs for sanctification and advantage by my hand. I search through your drawers and assess your bank accounts. I am aware of each article of clothes and the last occasion on which you donned them. I am fervent, eager, and currently poised to exhibit my exceptional grace on your behalf, O my beloved. I am your provision and your augmentation. I am safeguarding your personal belongings with the same preservation that prevented the shoes of the Israelites from deteriorating in the wilderness. They will inquire about your maintenance schedule and the products you utilize, to which you will respond with laughter, stating, "It is the product line of Jehovah Jireh, for He cares for me in ways that are beyond measure." Amidst the stress-laden, fear-driven culture surrounding you, I am leading you to rest and favor as a sign and a wonder. They will observe the enduring smile on your face and will be compelled to discover the identity of your Papa and how to become acquainted with Him. Jesus proclaims today that you are my designated heir. Proclaim this and recognize it as your share from my authority. You have received the blessings previously granted to Abraham. I will commend those who support you, but I will condemn anyone in your life who dares to disrespect you in any way. I will bestow blessings upon you in all your endeavors today. Therefore, anticipate and have faith that I am proactively addressing all your issues. The Father states that you are an heir to the privileges of Christ, which He attained through His immaculate existence and sacrificial death. The crucifixion transcended merely the removal of sin, suffering, illness, or hardship. The crucifixion initiated a personal covenantal impartation designed to profoundly impact your existence. I have integrated the spiritual essence of my completeness, sovereignty, and power into your being. You are of my essence, created in my likeness as I proclaimed in my word. God proclaims today that my blessing is universally encompassing. I will commend your correct actions and will also favor your errors. My blessing is upon all your endeavors, as I have assured in my word. My blessing is not solely a spiritual one, as others propose. My blessing influences every facet of your existence, from the temporal to the eternity. While sin leads to deterioration, your presence in my kingdom fosters blessing, success, and positive outcomes. I do not value human pain, as it was completely alleviated at the cross. Individuals with narrow intellects and skeptical hearts have distorted my intentions, declares the Father. Every aspect of illness, affliction, deficiency, deprivation, or grief was entirely redeemed at the cross. Demonstrate your faith in my promise, and I assure you will encounter the essence of all that Calvary provides. This benefit was sanctioned by law and graciously bestowed upon you by the new covenant, sealed with the blood of my beloved Son. Therefore, anticipate the blessing and expect my favor, recognizing it as a gratuitous gift that I will not retract as you continually surrender yourself to my unwavering love. Today, God declares that your participation in the school of the Spirit constitutes an advanced degree in the law of love. The law of love leads you to the origin of the law of sowing and reaping, for love is my essence. Entering into love, the Father asserts, is equivalent to entering into me. Responding with love envelopes you in my essence, and my completeness envelopes you like a cloak. Spiritual depth is not attained through mere affiliation with a deeper life club. The profound connection, where deep resonates with deep, is found in the realm where compassion fosters meaningful change. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks for my financial help. I have contacted you to forfeit your position and entitlement so that you may exert influence and effect change over a generation of orphans who are unaware of their father. I entrust you now to exemplify unwavering, unconditional love that remains steadfast and infallible. Reject the diversions of petty intellects and unfeeling dispositions. Permit me to connect with your heart to affirm my paternity among a disenfranchised and downtrodden populace. This is my plan, and this is your service as you synchronize with the rhythm of my heart today. God instructs you to draw water from your cistern today. Resources for breakthrough, transformation, restoration, and healing are available and accessible to you today. My strength and power derive from an inside source rather than an external reliance. The external resources that are foreign to you are limited and will be exhausted before your liberation is achieved. The rivers of life I have instilled within you, conversely, are inexhaustible and remain undiminished regardless of the extent of your need. The streams of my spirit do not originate from an external source, states your Father. The springs of live water emanate from within you, overflowing to saturate, rejuvenate, and redefine your entire existence. Instruct those streams to spring forth. Proclaim to the rejuvenating essence within you, emerge the river of living water that I have instilled within you today, and that powerful current will emanate and transform the entire terrain of your life for your benefit and my glory. God proclaims that you are favored both in urban areas and in rural settings today. Exert oneself to establish control. The soles of your feet and the treads of your tires delineate the extent of your residence and the limits of your prosperity. Inquire of me, and I shall bestow upon you the riches of the nations as your legacy. I am not constrained by the avaricious, self-serving motives of individuals deluded by their interests. The Father asserts that money, resources, and favor are all influenced by my Spirit. As you progress within my Spirit, prosperity will locate you. You are summoned not to be a reservoir of insecurity but a dynamic source, dispensing the resources of this world to fulfill the requirements of my kingdom mandate. Therefore, ready yourselves for blessings rather than misfortunes today, declares the Father. Engage with the assignment and contribute your utmost effort. Select to refrain from emulating people who withhold the resources of this world to their detriment. Grasping and clinging to scarce resources will not equip you for the future. Rejoice fully, for I shall nourish you in prosperous times and sustain you during adversity. Achieve independence from circumstances via reliance on me and by dismissing the parochial, self-serving mindsets of individuals afflicted by the spirit of poverty. I have come so that you may have life and have it more abundantly, which cannot occur among the harsh realities of extreme poverty and deprivation. Today, the Father declares that you shall receive your abundance, for it is your rightful portion. God conveys that by choosing to be a water walker, you will witness my surprise interventions becoming a regular event in your life. It is time to relinquish your expectations regarding my potential actions in your life and ready yourself for my definitive actions. The Father asserts that he is not constrained in his activities by the ideas of religious ideologies clouded by ignorance. I am capable of undertaking any action I desire at any time without needing to consult anyone. The individual who asserts, "God will not do thus and so," fails to truly represent my character. Instead, he reveals his ignorance. The Father declares, "I love you." My affection for you necessitated the cross, which quantified the extent of my commitment to emancipate you from the realm of darkness into the kingdom of light. Disregard those who assert I will not, or cannot, for my love compels me, and I have already illustrated by the shed blood the extent to which my love will go to bless, favor, empower, and liberate you from all life's constraints and the attacks of the adversary. Rejoice in the expectation of my imminent favor, which is poised to transform, restore, and astonish you, my darling. Angels proclaim today that my blessings are fervently seeking your life. My favor and blessing are neither elusive nor unachievable. My blessings are drawn to my glory, which resides within you. The blessing bestowed upon Abraham, which transformed human history, is actively seeking you and will consistently influence your life. You are not alienated from me, for the blood of the cross has brought you close to me in unbreakable bonds. Your presence in me designates you as the cherished and favored one. Do not be deterred by circumstances or conditions, as they are prone to change. Nonetheless, my promise remains eternal. Your heart serves as the focal point of my blessing, which is enveloping you. The blessing is seizing you with an unwavering tenacity. Some individuals presume to dictate whom I shall bless, however, they are not in authority, asserts the Father. I bestow rain upon both the righteous and the unrighteous, hence, even when you distance yourself from my benevolence due to shame and guilt, I continue to encompass you and replenish your mercy each morning on your behalf. Therefore, do not be anxious, says the Father, nor be disheartened. I possess the autonomy to act according to my desires at any moment without requiring approval from others. You are favored by your Father, and I proclaim that today marks a day of favor in your life. Before the video ends, I just want you to share this video with your friends and family. Jesus Christ proclaims that now he has elevated you to the exalted positions of the earth. You are both a principality and a sovereign entity. You possess authority over the land that is safeguarded by my might. I urge you today to articulate your thoughts boldly, for your words carry significance in the celestial realm. If you assert that it states the Father will accomplish it. If you do not articulate it, I will refrain from executing it. You are an essential component of the process by which I operate, perform, supply, and offer, even in your daily circumstances. Abandon the victim attitude, advise the Father, and assume the role of a victor. Continue steadfastly. Triumph. Refrain from yielding or retreating, for my soul takes no delight in withdrawal. Claim and fully get your allotted share from my throne. I have conferred upon you authority in my kingdom, and you are currently positioned in celestial realms at my right hand. This is not a future possibility, it is an immediate reality secured for you by the sacrificial blood of Calvary. The Father proclaims, "Rejoice, and take joy, for the day of the Lord signifies release, and this day is designated for you." God asserts today that misery, sadness, deprivation, and paucity do not constitute your inheritance. I fully endured these deprivations on the cross so that you would be liberated from them. I have endured the utmost anguish for every aspect of disease, poverty, and rejection on the cross. I was crucified to relieve the burdens in your life. When faced with an enemy onslaught, resolve to permit no opportunity for the prince of this world to establish himself in your life. Proclaim inside your heart, I shall not surrender to the realm of darkness. When the adversary bellows at you, the Father commands, roar back. The text is infallible: if you oppose the devil, he shall retreat. Should the adversary succeed in surmounting your opposition, the assurance of my word would be rendered worthless. Be aware that I have equipped and protected you. I have provided you with my name and the potency of the blood that was spilled. Fully utilize this spiritual arsenal. Reject the acceptance of a single setback or decline. Rely on my grace, for I am aware of your shortcomings. I considered your vulnerability when I stated that you are nonetheless a conqueror. You are significantly more than a conqueror. You are my privileged offspring, sanctioned in my name and endowed with my strength to surmount every impediment. Before the video ends, I just want you to share this video with your friends and family.